G'day guys, and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, for today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 players that I am excited to watch in this year's Rugby League World Cup. I'll tell you what guys, we've had so much content coming out for you guys, and there's going to be a lot more during this World Cup. Now obviously living in Australia, I'm not going to be able to watch every game. I am going to be up early, so it starts at 4:30 Queensland time to watch Australia and Fiji. However, I will not be going to stay up to watch the 11:30 clash between Samoa and England. I will definitely catch the highlights afterwards though. All right, so 5 players I'm excited to see in this year's World Cup. Starting off with number 5, probably going to butcher his name. I've got Isaiah Katawa. Now, Isaiah Katawa comes through the Penrith Panthers system. He has signed a deal for 2023 with the Redcliffe Dolphins. Now, he will be playing in the halves. However, I don't know if he'll get too much time there. I'd expect him more than likely to play a fair bit in this World Cup. But I don't know if he'll be, playing nearly every game. But I'm excited to see the games he does play because I think he's going to make a massive impact, and I cannot wait for that. And, I'd say a lot of Dolphins fans will be watching him as well because he's the future of your club. So, yeah, very young player, but from what I've heard, he is a very good player, and he is the first player that I am very excited to see. The next player, he's a Rabbitoh, and that is Peter Mamazelles. He's a dummy half from South Sydney. He is touted to replace Damien Cook when he retires or leaves the club. Now, I expect to see Peter Mamazelles playing at number 14 for the Rabbitohs next season. He's a very good player. Works a little bit similar to Damien Cook. Very good defensive dummy half, but he's very good on the attack as well. I'm excited to see what he can do for Greece because he will be their starting dummy half, and he'll definitely want to impress. And I'd say he plays well enough, he will definitely get the number 14 jersey for the Rabbitohs. It's open now, and I think it's pretty much all but his. He has a good World Cup campaign. I think he's definitely locked that in. So Peter Mamazelles is the second player I am very excited to see. I hope him and Lockie Ilias can lead Greece to a few wins. All right, number 3. And this one is, he's actually playing for England. This is Kai Pearce-Paul. Now, I've heard really good things about this young player. I'm sure Rugby League history can fill me in with a lot more detail. Shout out to the man, the myth, the legend over there. But I've heard really good things about Kai Pearce-Paul. I've heard rumours that he may be linked with a signing to Newcastle. So that'd be great, in my opinion, for the Knights. And this is a good test for him. I think, if he can rip and tear for England, then, I think he could really pose a threat in the NRL. So it's going to be very exciting to see how he goes. But, he is number 3 on the list. All right, number 2. This one is for Papua New Guinea. Now, this player actually represented my Central Queensland Capras in the Intrust Super Cup, so the reserve grade up in Queensland. I obviously am from Central Queensland, born just west of Rockhampton. So Mackenzie Yeh actually represented the Capras last season and was arguably one of their best players. So I am very excited to see what he can offer for Papua New Guinea. He's a very, very good player, in my opinion, criminally underrated, and I cannot wait to see him rip and tear for the Comals. I think he's going to be one of the best forwards in the comp. I know there's a lot of players out there, but honestly, I reckon he could average 140 metres and 30-odd tackles a game. I think he's going to be a big, big player in this year's World Cup. All right, finally, this one's coming from my other nationality other than Australia, Ireland. So, from the Irish side, we've got ex-Canberra Raider Harry Rushton. Now, if you guys have followed me and my channel for a while now, I rate this kid very highly. I think he's early to mid-20s now. I'm not too sure. I can't remember how old he was, to be honest. But he's heading back to the Super League now. And I'm really disappointed about that. I thought an NRL team could have picked him up. I rate him extremely highly, and I think he is going to be a massive player for Ireland in this World Cup. In the reserve grade side, I think he averaged like 135 metres a game and like 30-odd tackles. So, and even when he played in the NRL, he was putting up some good stats. Like, I think he only played about 4 games off the bench, but in those short minutes, he was playing some very good football. So I think he is going to be huge for Ireland this year, and he is my number 1 player I am keen to see. Obviously, I do have a few honourable mentions. One player we've already seen a little bit of is Sunia Turuva from the Penrith Panthers. He is going to play fullback for Fiji. I'm very excited to see what he can offer. Another player I've got down here is Jacob Caraz, Canterbury Bulldogs man. He is playing for Lebanon. And finally, I'm very excited to see Matty Fozzard playing for Wales. I think he's quite a good talent there, so I'm very excited. He's another player that I am excited to see. So they're 3 honourable mentions as well. Let me know who you guys are excited to see. But that is going to wrap it up from me, guys. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.